Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to episode 2 of Dukonia Survival. What we're going to be doing today is, my plan is to go explore that village over there, and also I'm going to show you what I've done. As you can see, it's quite a bit. I've went ahead and planned out the main building. As you can see, we're going to have 2 wide walls. That's going to be the little jut out there where you can walk through and such, and I've sort of developed it a good bit. So it's, I've done quite a bit since our last episode. Now there was a glitch. What happened is I accidentally joined the world when I was in 1.8.9, and all my items disappeared, and so I had to go into creative and get my items back. So you'll notice that everything is stacked. I tried to be as honest as possible, and I tried to remember exactly what I had in my inventory. I know I had about this much iron. I'm not sure how much the odd stack was. I know I had 2 stacks of iron. I know I had 2 stacks of coal. I know I had a stack, or less than a stack each in these, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I know I had some andesite, diorite, and stuff like that in there. But it was so weird. I don't know how to avoid that. How do I avoid accidentally joining this world again in 1.7.10? Because what happens is, if you join the world while in 1.7.10, this is a 1.8 world, it corrupts the files and all of the items go missing. And that is so annoying. Oh my goodness, it was an accident, and I was trying to join Raven, and I accidentally went to single player, and I double clicked on the Dukonia survival one, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to avoid that in the future. But anyways, yeah, so I had to go into creative and give my items back, and that's anyways, yeah, that's that. So as you can see, this here is going to be the main building, and we're gonna have thinking that this is going to be the ground floor. Here is going to be sort of a dining hall area, maybe not a throne, but just where a richer kind of family lives, I guess. And it's sort of like a mansion. It's going to be about that tall, and then the roof is going to go up just a normal A-frame. I'm pretty sure I want to go with brown clay. I'm going to be using a gradient as well. I'll be using the Italian stone. I'm pretty sure that's polished diorite or something up the top, and I'm going to be using the dark stone. I think that's andesite down on the bottom, and maybe some mossy cobble and stuff. I'm going to have to figure that out and look around for that. But anyways, that's going to be fun there. Over here, this is going to be the stair tower. As you can see, this round tower here. And then this is going to be a little blacksmith area. This is where I'm going to have an anvil and a little fire thing, thing going on. Yeah, a little blacksmith area here. And then over here is going to be the stables. We got 1, 2, 3 stalls. So I'm going to have 3 horses. I don't know why I'm going to have 3 horses, just why not? I'm going to have 3 horses there, and we're going to have lots of storage underneath and such, so I'm going to try to make this as good as possible. Also, I have started fields. As you can see, I've used leaves all along here, and I'm growing wheat in this field, and I'm going to do this kind of pattern all over the place. I'm not sure if you saw from up there, but anyways, it's a nice little place. I'm going to try to flatten out the land a little bit, make some cow pastures, maybe make a pasture for the cows and a little barn out there, maybe a pasture for some sheep, and then I got to make some chicken coops. So I'm not sure how I'm going to design chicken coops in this, but we're going to see how that works out. I'm probably going to have to use an excessive amount of trapdoors and such. Too bad the trapdoors aren't the full wooden ones, like the Extreme Hills ones. These are just the normal default ones. This is going to be a little road through here. It's going to have the road's going to come up through here and around back, and it's going to wrap around. This back here is going to be a place where they wash clothes and maybe a few little things, maybe a little mill back here, and then they would come around here, and the road, this is where the road would wrap around right here. I'm thinking about there might be a little bridge from up on the 2nd floor going across, and then maybe some kind of building over here, maybe a granary. I don't know. But I would like there to be some kind of fortification up here on this hill. like something here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here yet, but something's going to wrap around here. Something's going to be up here. So we'll see what that turns into eventually. Also, I've planted a temporary forest down here. A little place for me to get some oak wood because that is a very necessary resource. Definitely need some wood. And if we go in here far enough, there's a little pond where my sugarcane crop is, as you can see right here. So we'll go ahead and actually harvest all that sugarcane right now. And what I'm thinking what I'm going to do with this is make sugarcane into rice patties or something. I don't know. How can I make this look like a realistic crop? How can I use sugarcane to make it look like a realistic crop? That is the question for the day, guys. Maybe you guys have some answers, and that'd be a pretty cool thing, I think, to add in some sugarcane and such. So we got about a stack and one from that. So let's go ahead and travel over to this village over here. Also, another thing that I really want to get is spruce wood. So I need to find a taiga somewhere so that I can place down some wood. Oh, and before we go over there, actually, I'm going to show you my mine before we go anywhere deep into the abyss. But my mine is over here. The entrance is going to be right here. This is where the official mine is. I have another mine, but that's not the official one. It's going to come down here, sort of wrap around, and then you go into this sort of larger cave chamber, and there's going to be a lift right here. Right now, I'm going to have ladders to get up and down, but there's going to be a lift here to lift and lower, like a thing to go down. And then I'm probably going to go more fantasy down in the mines themselves. Like, I'm not going to do like the realistic, like really like this kind of mine. I'm not going to do this down there. I'm going to do very symmetrical, probably large pillars or something like that. Not quite sure how that's going to turn out, but we need to get some diamonds sometime soon. Makes mining so much easier, etc. Also, another announcement is it's looking like that this world might be uploaded up onto Ravend. So at some point, we might be able to build together. And it'll be on the Ravend survival server, which will definitely help me with my corrupted files, because then I won't have to worry about joining like 1.7.10, 1.8, and accidentally corrupting my files again, which causes a lot of problems. So that will be great to be able to build with you guys. It'll only be certain people that I allow onto the world, and so yeah, that is that. And what it will be is it will be a realistic theme. So like whatever you build on this world, like obviously you can start out in whatever you need, but the idea is to whatever you build, like officially build, has to be around a realistic theme, and that's what I'm hoping will make this world stand out from the others. And we can maybe make like a little kingdom or something, and connected by roads and everything, and we can all build it together, which will be awesome, I think. But we're on default terrain, so you know, you're just gonna have to deal with that. All right, so this I've been saving actually exploring the entire time, because is that a swamp over there? I'm not sure. I've been saving exploring because I don't want to I didn't want to like ruin the experience. Like I wanted to have my aha moments, just like you guys are having as I'm going through. So obviously here we have some, I think these are carrots? No, the potatoes. Awesome. Freaking awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and replant these. I'm a green guy, so I like to have things planted, so if ever I need more resources at some point, like if something happens, I can always just redo that. I might as well just go ahead and harvest these as well. And we're gonna go ahead and replant those as well. Yeah, I'm a very green kind of guy. And unfortunately, the sun is going down, so I'm not sure, should I go back and sleep? I'm gonna go ahead and do that, guys, and I'll be right back, and we can go ahead and continue. Okay, so there we go. It is daytime now, early in the morning, and it is time to run along into the village over here and do some things. So let's just make sure we got all of our items through there. Good. Alright, so let's explore through here a little bit. Let's see if there's anything interesting, anything of note to find. Obviously, this village is going to need a lot of fixing. A lot of fixing. Let's see what you have to trade. Okay, rotten flesh. Oh wait, you put in 40 rotten flesh for 1 emerald. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that sounds like an okay trade. Pretty sure these are potatoes again. Yep. Awesome. let's just go ahead and take all those potatoes and... What are you? Okay, you're still the same guy. Okay. Let's put these potatoes back. And let's collect that one in the water over here. And I'll collect those later. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, looks like we got a few houses around. I'm pretty sure that some of these houses have little chests in them. The blacksmith does, I think. And we have fences back there. But yeah, this village is going to need a lot of revamping. So I think that that's going to be one of my second things that I'm going to do. Is completely revamp this village and make it actually nice looking. Okay, we got a crafting table in there. Nothing too fancy. And what is in here? I got some bookshelves. I think I'll be taking those bookshelves. I'll be stealing. But there's no blacksmith, it looks like. There's no... They don't have any chests. That's a bummer. I was hoping to have a chest full of goods that I could steal and make my own. And I don't know. Okay, what does this guy sell? Okay, 33 paper for emerald. Rotten flesh for emerald. Wait. Oh, wait. Do I give 1 emerald and that's what they give me? Okay, I don't understand. I thought it was emerald for stuff. I don't know. Okay, so we got a lot of farms around here. A lot of interesting stuff going on, I think. And, I'm not quite sure where I want to go from here. Wait. Holy cow. Oh, it's baked potatoes. I got a baked potato. Okay, now I understand. I gotta bake the potato first. Alright. Well, that makes sense. Alright, so I think that that is pretty much all there is to explore for over here in the village. I'll come back for the rest of these crops later on, and we can figure that out. But yeah, like I said, this village is going to need a lot of revamping. I'm probably going to put a wall around it or something and figure that out at some point. But yeah, I refuse to have a default village growing, or not growing, but settled next to me. I must have good stuff. But that's the idea, is I really want to try to keep things aesthetic and nice looking on this world. So it's going to take a lot of time to really put that together. And when we come to the end and the nether, whew, I'm sure that's going to be a fun thing. Especially when we're coming up onto 1.9. That'll be interesting, trying to get all that set up and getting that all squared away. Because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on that is interesting, like the new ender blocks. That'll be interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and get started right into this. I'm just gonna go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna go put all this stuff over. I might as well just do it. Let's just go in here. Put all of this baked potato, poisonous potato. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the potato in there. Let's go ahead and put the poisonous potato there. We got lots of sugar cane. Oh wait. Oh, I meant that to be sugar cane, or I meant that to be wheat when I was re-putting stuff back into whatever. It doesn't matter, but it is what it is. All right, and seeds, and that should be good. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and try building up these walls a little bit. We need to go ahead and fill them in. What I'm going to do is first build it all up with cobble, and then I'm gonna come back through and add in just like exterior like block variation, because right now it really doesn't make sense to do that, because it just will take too much time. So we're just going to be adding this around. This is going to be that main front entrance. Here's the picture of what I'm building right there, and that is what my plan is to build, something like that. It's going to be obviously with my own little Dukonified look to it, but it'll be sort of, I'm going to say mostly like that. So you guys can just expect that that will be the final product. So as you can see, I'm making the walls too thick. I really like to do too thick walls because it really gives you a lot more room to add in detail. As you know, with my Crying series, that's what I do, is I make the walls too thick, because it makes everything just more sturdy. You can add more detail on the interior, like you can make it all cool looking and stuff by adding in like wallpaper sort of things, and like clay, you know, pretty much anything to really, you know, spice it up. And that's a really cool thing about doing this, making things too thick. And that is what I am doing. So there we go. There is the base or the foundation to that. Now we're going to go ahead and just fill all these in. I might go ahead and actually leave windows here, like right there and there. That sounds like a pretty good thing to add windows. Oh, sorry for that cough, guys. I've been having a weird cough lately. Not a weird cough, just a cold. That's all it's been. Just a cold. And, yeah, nothing I can do about that. So there we go. We're just going to be doing stuff like that all along and building this up a little bit so that we can have plenty of space for all of our horses and different animals that we're going to have in here. Now let's go ahead and finish this area. This obviously will be the blacksmith area, and we need to go ahead and do that so it doesn't look all odd. So I'm thinking there's going to be a furnace on this wall, so like that wall actually might stick out a little bit, and that's where that's going. That's what's going to happen there. So there we go. That is the basic idea so far of what my plan is for this building. And so now let's go ahead and build this up on the corner. I want to try to make this at the right height. So we're going to go all the way up to, I think here. Or no, it's one higher. There we go. That's about as high as I want to go. And then we need to get back down here. Alright, so let's just go ahead and see how high this is going to go. Like I said, I'm going to do block variation post. Like once I am done with working on this, like getting it all set up, I'm going to make like a dirt scaffolding and really put it all together and make it look nice. But for right now, we're going to do this. So let's just go ahead and put that all along there. Do I have any dirt on me? I don't. All right, well, that's a problem. Because what if I fall? We don't want that, right? Like, what if I fall off here and I have to get back up? Like, right here is where I get all jittery because I feel like I'm going to fall off the edge there. Like going backwards. So let's just keep doing this. And, but yeah. As you can see, we're going up. There's a field over there. I'm planning on like having a garden out back, I think. I think of garden like I'm not sure, maybe a French style garden. So like it's really nice. Maybe some lavender fields using those lavender the lavender plants, the double tall lavender plants. Lilacs, that's what they're called. I just gotta find a lot of them. Like I'm gonna need a ton of lilacs. And it doesn't look like there's any around me right now, so it's gonna be fun trying to find them, and probably gonna need like several. Oh, there we go. See, that's exactly why I needed dirt. So this is actually a great time for me to go take a nap because we gotta sleep for the evening. I guess it's too late, or not late enough yet. So we're gonna go ahead and do Zias all the way up. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do this for now because we still need to do the inside layer of the wall. So we're going to go ahead and do this all the way up. And then we can destroy that other side. There we go. Perfect. Now we can go take a nap. And we'll be ready for the new day. If I can get down there. Eat my bread. I said eat my bread. There we go. Now let's take a nap. But yeah, what do you guys think so far? I am pumped for this series. This is going to be awesome because I like to take my survival breaks sometimes. Like very, 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 very rarely. This is a very rare thing for me to be doing survival. And yeah, so, you know, take it in. If, you know, survival's your thing, you know, taking this right now because this is what I'm doing. Because a lot of you have been asking me to do survival for a long, long time. Okay, so we're going to come to there, and then I think, let me go ahead and pull up that inspiration really quick. I have it over here. Okay. So it starts from the inside. So we need to do this. Yep, like that. Alright, so we're going to do it on this side over here too. So it starts there, and then it goes up. And we're going to go ahead and finish this side, just to show you the height of what my plan is. And then what I'm probably going to do off camera between these episodes, between this episode and next, is work on more of the fields, obviously, collecting more resources, and I'm probably going to finish the other side and probably just all the walls, fill it all in, so that you can get the idea of what it's going to look like, obviously. Again, it won't be block variation, like you won't have the gradient. It'll just be plain cobble for right now, because I'm not going to be putting in the variation yet, because I don't have all the blocks yet. That's pretty much the reason right there. And then there's going to be a big chimney coming out this side, so but for right now, let's go ahead and go down and see what that looks like. And I heard a little bit. Alright, so that is how high this is going to be. A pretty big structure, if I must say so myself. Pretty nice. I'm excited for this, guys. This is going to be great. I am really excited. But like, just imagine like there's going to be Italian stone all mixed in up there. Then down here is going to be mossy stone. I need to get silk touch because I want to put in normal stone between the darker stone and the cobble as well. And because we really need to get that gradient in there. And also I need brown clay for the roof. I just don't know where to get clay yet. I gotta really explore around. So maybe also next episode we can sort of explore around a little bit, find some things. So maybe we'll just go off in some random direction and try to find some stuff. I think I saw a swamp over there. I'm not sure. That's probably not a swamp. I haven't been over there, but we'll see next episode. And but yeah, I'm gonna try to get some things done, and we'll get things going. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you got some inspiration for your builds on your survival worlds, because I know that I've been getting a good bit of inspiration back from this. Building in survival is very calming. You know, creative. You know, it's always kind of thinking. But like doing stuff like this, it really sort of is calming because you're collecting resources, and it really invigorates me as a individual, because it just gives me all this, you know, this what am I trying to say? Endurance back, I guess. And it makes me want to build. And like I just get in these random, like I've told you this many times already, but I get in these random survival moods. And then that's all I want to do is just play survival. And they happen very rarely. And I hope that this stays up. And hopefully might even start survival back up on Raven, so that everyone can get back on Raven and play. So that will conclude this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I look forward to our next one. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Till then, bye-bye.